Hello and welcome to my latest video on Jurassic World Alive. With the recent publication of the release notes for version 2.13, what I'm going to do today is run through what you actually need to do to create the hybrid creatures that are new to 2.13. So if you want to know how best to create the new creatures, the quickest way is to collect DNA for the creatures to make the hybrids, then this is definitely the video for you. Okay, we'll make a start with Ankylos Lux. This is the new Apex hybrid. It's a resilient class creature and it's made up of Diragosaur and Ankylomoloch creatures. Both of these are going to have to be at level 25 and you'll need 50 DNA per fuse for Diragosaur and 200 DNA per fuse for Ankylomoloch. To unlock Ankylos Lux, you're going to need 750 DNA for Diragosaur and about 3000 DNA for Ankylomoloch. So you're going to need 300 Ankylos Lux DNA to unlock it at level 26. So it's going to be a big grind, I think, to get Ankylos Lux to max. But if you want to get it to level 30, you're going to need 1750 Diragosaur DNA and about 7000 Ankylomoloch DNA as well. So it's going to be a big grind, I think, very much like Arctophilus that we've had recently. Okay, so in terms of Diragosaur and Ankylomoloch, you've also got other creatures that make up those creatures, those hybrids. So starting with Diragosaur, right at the bottom there, we've got Ankylosaurus and Rajasaurus DNA, both epics. So both needing 50 DNA per fuse to build up Rajakilosaurus DNA, which is of the legendary. And then also we've got the Tuojagasaurus, which is a rare, so you'll need 500 DNA per fuse for that. Onto Ankylomoloch, so you've got Bumpy and Stygimoloch. Both of these will need to be at level 15, and you're going to need 50 DNA per fuse for those. So, how can you get DNA for these creatures to build up your DNA repositories to fuse Ankylos Lux? So, starting with Rajasaurus, so we've got a number of scent options. So, with Rajasaurus, we've got a medium theropod scent, and we've got Be the Boss scent. So if you've got one of those, then that would be great to use those. Ankylosaurus, we've obviously got the Ankylo scent, and again we've got the Be the Boss scent. With Tuojagasaurus, we've got the Spelling Bee, we've got the fireworks scent, we've got the goat, and again we've got the Be the Boss scent. So we've got a few options there to drop those scents and try and get some DNA. Okay, on to Ankylomoloch kind of creatures. We've got Bumpy, so we've got an anniversary scent, and again we've got the light fireworks scent there as well. So use those to draw in Bumpy. And then we've got Stygimoloch, we've got the Charger scent, and we've got the Be the Boss scent. So please do use those. It's easy, free DNA to build up Ankylos Lux. Okay, moving on to Albertospinos. So this is a unique and fierce class creature. It's made up of Spinotosuchus and Albertosaurus. So Spinotosuchus is a legendary, so that's 50 DNA per fuse, and Albertosaurus is a rare, so that's going to be 500 DNA per fuse, and both of these are going to need to be at level 20 to fuse Albertospinos DNA. So to unlock Albertospinos, you're going to need 250 DNA to unlock it to level 21, and as it says there, you're going to need 650 Spinosuchus DNA and 6,500 of Albertosaurus DNA. If you've got plenty of DNA and you're looking to level it to 30 to max it, then you're going to need 7,500 Spinosuchus DNA and 75,000 Albertosaurus DNA. And these are averages, based on 20 DNA per fuse as an average. Okay, so similarly, obviously, these are super hybrids. So we've got quite a few other creatures that we can fuse to build DNA. So with Spinotosuchus, we've got at the bottom there Spinosaurus and Utahraptor. Both of these will need to be at level 10, and both being rares, it'll be 50 DNA per fuse, and that will create Spinotoraptor DNA. This is an epic. We'll need to be at level 15 to fuse Spinotosuchus DNA, and you've also got Caprosuchus there, and that's a rare, so that'll be 200 DNA per fuse. So number of options there, and hopefully we've already got a lot of DNA for these creatures to build up Albertospinos DNA. And then on the right hand side, we've just got Albertosaurus. That will need to be a level 20, and as I said earlier, it's 500 DNA per fuse. So how can we get some DNA easily for these creatures? So we've got Caprosuchus, we've got the crocodile scent there, we've got the fool's scent, and we've got the Be the Boss scent. And then for Spinosaurus, we've got the fishing creature scent, and we've got the goat scent. Okay, so there's some options there to get DNA to build up or to fuse DNA for the hybrids and super hybrids. I don't have any raptor scents in my game, but I think Utahraptor will probably be part of the raptor scent. So if you've got that in your scent list, then have a look at that and see if Utahraptor is there. Okay, on to Troodoboa, and I really like the look of this. This is a unique wildcard class creature. It's made up of Majundaboa and Troodon. And those who saw my data mine video, this is exactly my prediction, was it would be Majundaboa and Troodon. So I'm very pleased to see that that came true. So both are epic class creatures. So both will need to be at level 20, and it'll be 200 DNA per fuse. So to unlock Troodoboa at level 21, you're going to need 250 Troodoboa DNA. So that will require about 2,600 DNA for both Majundaboa and Troodon. If you're looking to max Troodoboa, you're looking at about 30,000 DNA for the two epic creatures to fuse enough DNA to max Troodoboa. Okay, so again, we're looking at a super hybrid, so plenty of creatures to fuse to build up DNA. So at the bottom there, we've got Majundasaurus and Nundasuchus. Both will need to be at level 5 to fuse for the rare Majundasaurus DNA. And then we've also got Titanoboa Gen 2, which again is a rare. And that's so that'll be 50 DNA per fuse for both the rares to create Majundaboa DNA. And then you've got Troodon, which is event exclusive, and it's not a hybrid, so it's just it's however much DNA you've currently got and I can get in the future will contribute to Troodoboa. So in terms of scents, we've got Titanoboa Gen 2 has the Fool's and the Goat scents. So if you've got those, then do use those. And also the Goat scent also provides Majundasaurus DNA. And then we've got Nundasuchus, which again will use the crocodile DNA, same as Caprosuchus. And Troodon is actually in the 3rd anniversary scent. So if you've still got that scent, then please do use that to see if you can spawn Troodon to get some free DNA. Okay, the final hybrid is Fukuimimus, and this is a legendary creature. It's been classed as a cunning and resilient creature and is made up of Struthiomimus DNA and the new Fukuosaurus creature. So Struthiomimus is an epic. So that'll be 50 DNA per fuse, and Fukuiosaurus is rare, so that'll be 200 DNA per fuse. Both of these will need to be at level 15 to fuse Fukuimimus DNA. So if you want to unlock Fukuimimus, then you're going to need about 250 DNA, and that'll unlock it at level 21. And you're going to need a roughly 650 Struthiomimus DNA and 2,600 of Fukuiosaurus DNA. If you're looking to level up Fukuimimus to its max to level 30, you're going to need 3,000 DNA to do that. And to build that up, you're going to need about 7,500 Struthiomimus DNA and 30,000 Fukuiosaurus DNA. Now, those familiar with the game will know that Struthiomimus is actually specific to Europe. It's a geographic specific spawn. So hopefully those who are outside Europe have been fipping Struthiomimus DNA and have plenty of that, because certainly those in Europe, like myself, have plenty of that DNA. But obviously we're going to need Fukuiosaurus DNA to actually fuse Fukuimimus. There's also opportunities to get free DNA through the campaign missions. So I'm going to run through now and tell you which campaign missions you can get, which campaign missions you need to get specific DNA for the new 2.13 hybrid creatures. So starting off with course 4 and the armor piercing section, we've got mission 1 with Nundosuchus there, and we've got mission 3 also provides Nundosuchus DNA. So you're going to get a total of 375 DNA from mission 1 and 500 from mission 3. So that's a nice lot of DNA. And then moving on to course 5 and the shields section, we've got mission 1 and mission 3 provide Majundosaurus DNA. And there you're going to get 500 DNA from mission 1 and 375 DNA from mission 3. And on to course 6 and the rare test. Mission 1 gives us Spinosaurus DNA, and mission 5 gives us Titanoboa Gen 2 DNA. On to course 8 and the rare hybrid category, and we've got mission 1 providing some Nundosuchus DNA, so you're going to get 750 DNA across the starter and intermediate missions there. Okay, and on to course 11 and the speed reduction section. Mission 3 gives us Ankylosaurus DNA, and that'll give us 125 Ankylosaurus DNA. And again, sticking with speed reduction section on course 11, mission 6 gives us much needed Rajasaurus DNA, and that will give us 125 DNA. On to course 13 and the epic hybrid section, mission 1, and this is a really great one, this is, because this gives us Majundoboa DNA, Titanoboa Gen 2 DNA, and Majundosuchus DNA. So this is a great one for Troodoboa creature. Plenty of DNA on offer there. On to course 14 and the wound section. Mission 1 gives us Spinotoraptor and Spinosaurus DNA. Sticking with course 14 and mission 4 again gives us some Spinosaurus DNA. And course 16, the legendary section, we've got mission 3 giving us Rajakilosaurus DNA. On to course 18 and the swap out section. Mission 1 gives us Stygimonarch DNA. And here you're going to get 425 DNA across the starter and intermediate missions. So sticking with course 18 and the swap prevention section, mission 1 has Titanoboa Gen 2 DNA. You're going to get 1250 DNA across the two starter and intermediate missions. Sticking with course 18 and the swap prevention, mission 3 there gives us Spinosaurus DNA. And then finally, we've got course 19, the unique test. Mission 2 gives us 35 Diarajasaur DNA across the starter and intermediate missions. So as you can see, plenty of opportunity there to get lots of free DNA just by completing those missions, and you're going to get the DNA. So it's a great source of DNA. Thank you very much for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it or found it informative. Please do provide feedback in the description below. I always respond to comments, so please feel free to add your comments, feedback or suggestions. Okay, until next time, this is Alien Newt.